Hey, hold on a minute there. I'm afraid you're committing a 351. That's trespassing on private... Sure. Yeah, I can do that. Right this way. Bad boys, bad boys! What do you think you're gonna do when I come, bad boys?
No.
You. What were you thinking? The museum. That was my event! Shut up. I thought I could control my sister as long as Tongue was out of the picture, but nothing's changed. I should have expected... Jeanette claimed you did it for her, but let's say I believe you. After all, you've acted decently and Excellent! I'll take that. However, there's only one problem. If Tongue gets word that I threatened Jeanette, which... I made some threats against my sister. Idle threats, involving fire and her impious satin sheets. I asked her to meet me at the Surfside Diner to reconcile, but I'm busy with the club and my other endeavors. For all her unwholesome diversions and irritating disruptions, I should be less tolerant of her. She is my sister, however, and
Skies are all rotten and the storm is our death sentence!
LA, you're up way past your bedtime, aren't you? Hope
What's
you
shaking?
Something comfortable. I know I have.
What?
Ain't coming back.
Or just new to this whole radio thing, you're listening
Man, that's a tough one. Bounty hunter ain't no good with... Well, hell, that really leaves me...
Well, looks like the boards are letting
I got this guy with a sheet a mile long, put in on 3 warrant. Well, it won't be much of a job since you ain't licensed and all, but until I can get me another bounty up... Yeah, no body attachment or nothing. Just find out if he's here or where he went. I'll pay you.
I'm working
Great, great, all right. The guy's name is Mike Durbin. Goes by the name Muddy.
How many boats
His
do you own,
girlfriend...
Vigo?
2. Actually 3. One is...
Well, he was brought up on manslaughter charges years back, but he got acquitted. Since then, he's been in and out.
You probably wouldn't know the brand.
Most recently, he was brought in as part of a big case on stolen auto parts. That's right, Mary Ann Murrieta, in them crappy places above the pawn shop. Find out where the hell Muddy is, where is he going...
Be gentle.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Here you are.
Caller number 3.
All right, come back when you got some info. Thanks in advance.
People have got to know. They've got to know because they don't know. They won't report this stuff on the news because they own the news.
Hello, Gomez. What's the...
The roots of this city wrap around the great fire and all who live in it. Hey, Mayor, it's Mike. Look, I gotta head downtown for a few days, maybe longer. If Reno calls, tell him to meet me down there. We got something to discuss, apparently. I'll be at Milton's place in the Skyline Lofts 2A. Sorry, baby. I'll explain everything later.
It's a nice night out, huh?
Need some company?
Hey!
just furious about your refusal to take part in her design. So she said, "She's crazy! Help!" You. I'm really sorry it had to end this way. Don't listen to her. She'll kill us both. Shut up, Jeanette. I warned you to stay away from Tongue. He's turned you against me. I always looked out for you. I wasn't sticking my fingers in anyone's pie, dear sister. Of course you weren't. Just like you weren't working with him. Is it any different than the way you treated Father? Oh, Therese. You don't say a word about Father. Your heart still belongs to Daddy. At least he loved me. You never gave me any credit for anything, Therese. I was the one calling. Isn't it obvious? I'm about to rid the night of this deviant, backstabbing whore. You're one to talk, dear sister. Or should I say Daddy's little... Shut up, Jeanette. You'd love the world to think you're a saint. When you thought I was asleep, I used to hear Father come in and... Don't finish that sentence, or you're dead. Don't you want to hear what happened? How she became the pillar of the community she is today? Shut up. Just shut up! Don't try and stop me. I've had to overlook her treachery, her seduction, relations. Endure me? Dear sister, you've done everything you could to smother me. I'm the good girl. You're the wicked one. You've done nothing but plot against me when I had our taken care of me. You've done nothing but keep me down, blame me for every mistake. Did you expect me to let... Is that right, dear? If it wasn't for me, you would have never survived this long. Remember? They tried to separate... She's a control freak. People, things, emotions. If she can't control something, she gets rid of it. And... I don't think that's possible. How could I ever think to trust her again? Trust me? Who could trust you after what happened with Father loved me. I was a good girl. I always did what I was told. You always hated that he loved me. You... Father came home drunk one day and mistook me for Therese. Because I'd fallen asleep. Don't listen to her. She's lying. Therese walked in while he was there, and she saw me lying with him, and so she went to the closet and pulled out his hunting shotgun, loaded it with deer shot, and blew his mind out all over the silly... That's a lie. Father killed himself because of Jeanette. She made him miserable. As I recall, he died with a smile on his face. Why? How will this time be any different? Therese doesn't like to share. Jeanette's irresponsible. She's undependable. A venture like mine requires You do have a way with words, sister. You're right. I'm not in the same class, am I? More responsibility. So that she can ruin every opportunity I give her? Of course. You're the only one who can secure zoning permits and shake hands. I'd never be able to keep up. But I only do it for attention and out of love. You do it because you're vindictive and jealous, and you deserve it. If she would stop treating me like a child, if she would start behaving like a rational adult. Yes, there was a time. When I was a child, I didn't have many friends. I suppose Jeanette was the only one. We said we'd get hurt, so we stayed inside and we imagined our own world. And we spent so much happier times before we grew apart. I never did. No, I guess I don't. Jeanette, if I'll stop working against you with him, but since I've got him in my pocket already, there's no reason for me not to pay him a little bit. That's not a bad plan. There's just one more thing. I want to be in charge of Santa Monica, but only publicly. We know who our enemies are. I agree. Take it. I'd hate to look at it again and think of what almost transpired. I suppose now that Jeanette and I have settled our differences, I'll call off the feud with Tongue. Bertram's hiding in an empty oil tank at the old gas station. I'll tell him to expect a visitor, and I'll ask him to be extra nice. Please give Santa Monica's regards to the prince, and keep your tongue tied about what happened tonight, or we'll have to kill you.
Hey there, need a date?
Where is that? I've suddenly got the urge to walk down that dark... Good God, don't they have street...
Lovely evening.
Yo, girl, you do that thing yet? Right on, girl, yeah! Hey, I'm sorry again for what happened before. I still haven't heard anything from Bertram, but I'll let him know about how... Bertram said it's like a vampire. It's different, you know? It's like what they have in China.
What's the hops, bro?
Gaze upon me and see reflected the contempt of your savior. To mock me is to...
Hey, you're up way past your bedtime, aren't you?
Hey there,
Probably
hot
slipped into
stuff.
something comfortable. I know I have.
So
If
what'd
you're
you
new to
find
town,
out
just
about
new to this
money?
whole radio thing you're listening to.
All right, then. I'll have to call in some bounty hunters to help me find Muddy and a couple of other jumpers.
Well, looks like the boards are lighting up.
Oh, right. Sorry about that. Here you are. See you around, then.
Caller,
If you
you've
ever
got the
find
first
yourself
shot
or a
dead
loved one locked up,
So,
please
yeah,
call.
pleasure of speaking to.
Hi, Deb. This is,
Skies are all rotten and the storm is our death sentence.